Hello, good afternoon. My name is Morgan. I bid you all welcome to something new. So yes, unfortunately, my gambit failed. I did not get the chance to to purchase this when it went on sale. It did not, in fact, go on sale before I finished Little Nightmares 2, so we are doing this now. I did test fire it yesterday to make sure it ran okay and that OBS captured it okay. OBS has been better about actually capturing games lately, but I remember it just being an absolute nightmare back in the day. We're going to start new. I'm just going to save over this because it doesn't matter. I'm going to play on normal. I'm sure people insist go on hard for the true experience, but I got 3 days, man. I've turned vibration off because I'm not using the controller. But sometimes these games fail to disconnect the controller when it knows you're on mouse and keyboard. I'm leaving all the hints on just because, you know, I don't want to not be aware of a certain feature this game has. Let's roll. Now, this is interesting. I feel like games these days don't do these stylized loading bars so much anymore. Normally, it'll just be a black screen or like a still screenshot with some kind of animated icon or something. But the stylized loading bar, very old school. To survive this war, you'll need two things. First, a basic set of skills. Second, the good goddamn sense to do whatever's necessary. Teach you the first, the second is up to you. Indeed. This... Sorry, why am I the only one, like, here? So we got a bit of a cold open. One that doesn't, I think, in context, make a whole lot of sense. You know what I noticed yesterday that the chat overlaps the webcam, which I want to avoid. And OBS is making it very annoying to try and deal with. I have the camera fixed. I don't want that. Stream Elements takes up like the whole thing, so I realize I would have to go to Stream Elements itself to fix that. And I've decided I cannot be arsed. So, never mind. Shall continue to overlap. I did look to see if it was possible to switch the spoken language to French, just for the true immersive experience. Alas, it is not an option. I don't think it was voice acted in anything but English. I got bullets! I actually totally missed these when I did my test run. So, it feels like actually using the gun is going to be a bit awkward in this game. But it's probably for the best. It's not meant to be like a proper, you know, this ain't exactly a first-person shooter. It is a first-person horror, puzzler, stealthy kind of game. That said, there is a moment up ahead where we start getting shot by the Krauts. I don't recall if this game's supposed to be World War I or World War II. The trenchiness makes me think of World War II more so. I mean World War I, sorry. Ow! 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 I don't actually have to engage them. I guess I can lock this. Sorry, why are you specifically, like, helping me get through? I feel like there should be a lot of us here. So, I assume the left hand is like your health bar, how bloody it is, indicating how wounded you are. The fact that I'm picking up random fabric and it mentions crafting, makes me think that you have to, like, make your own bandages or something. Grenades! I do switch. I mean, I do... Sorry, what? You do... A bit appropriate, but I hate that you spoiled it. So soon. Just... You gotta learn some restraint. So you hold R, and then you just shove bullets in. Yeah, the gun feels a bit awkward. I haven't actually fired it yet. Well, I guess I did. I fired it to open this thing. Got a hell of a kick for such a little pea shooter, though. Could be that way, I guess. Granata? Oh no. Gas! Who farted?
Where are you? Okay.
I'm down here, I just can't speak. Ah, I'm dying.
Get this on fast, fast! We're dying on me, alright? We make it out of this hell together. Now follow me.
Now, why didn't I have one of these on hand already? Also, these masks don't go over your ears, so I don't know why the audio got muffled when I put it on.
Beat that roll, my friend.
There you have it, huh?
Ah, fate's a bastard. I'm on patrol tonight, then. C'est la vie.
I don't think it would have been hard to voice act this in French. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of dialogue. Henri. This looks, not gonna lie, like very artificial, but I think, remind me, is this World War I or World War II? It feels more World War I-y. And this is kind of like the classic vision of World War I battlefields, of everything just being flat, scorched earth. Yeah, that's how I felt, but I couldn't explicitly remember. World War II was much more urban, at least on the French side.
Here, drink this.
Look at this nerd.
And I'm going to get you out of here.
I don't know if, like, obviously they've updated the engine over the years, but I think Frictional is still basically using the same engine since Penumbra. I don't remember what the name of the engine is. I'm pretty sure that Frictional was one of those developers that started specifically as an engine developer. And the game was just meant to be sort of an elaborate
Just hold on to me.
tech demo to sell the engine. And then people like the game way more than they like the engine, so they became a game developer instead. And they're the only ones who use the engine now. Schnell! No Schnell! Never heard of him. Ow. Is that supposed to happen? What is the switch between the weird medallion light and the lantern on the loading thing? I'm on my own. I don't feel like I got fully tutorialized. Alright. We in the shit. I'm sure that there's gonna be based on the context that we've seen so far, the theme of the game is going to be heavily based around survivor's guilt. And obviously, like, the horrors of war and shit. Yeah, well, I'll play around. I'm not, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not really sure how I'm going to get on with the horror aspects, because I get the feeling with the way the game kind of presents itself, I'm going to end up getting used to dying. Because I'm going to be trying to, like, dick around and find unconventional solutions that will probably get me killed. And then dying just kind of becomes mundane. The hand animations are very weird. He's got very noodly fingers. Soldat Clement admitted to medical treatment following the events of 9 July. Personal effects held in storage. Patient remains in weak coma state. Respond to stimuli, but only for brief periods of time. Is Clement me? No memory of recent events. Trouble recalling his own name. Dr. Yosinski. Yosinski does not sound like a German nor a French name, but I'm pretty sure Soldat is a German name. So were we captured in our injured state by the Germans? Are we in a German hospital or field hospital? Henri Clement. That tutorial can go away, thank you. I'm done with it. Okay, so here's our fancy dynamo flashlight. Which, was a thing. But I'm sure sucks as much as it actually did. Kind of curious how long it really lasts. So everything I've been hearing is that the flashlight is kind of shit. I guess we'll find out. I never had one of those. I did used to see the infomercials for the ones that you shake. Like, you kind of have to jerk off the flashlight to get it to power on. And I'm sure they never worked that well. Because otherwise, those probably would have lasted a lot longer.
9th of July.
Oh, we do have a
1700
voice.
hours. I'm in a state of agony. It cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my
I
soul.
don't think we need subtitles when we have the note
This
right
thing
here.
I've done. This thing. It is lunch in the mess hall currently. Ugh, the thought of eating repulses me.
Obviously, the great mystery is going to be what exactly did Henri do? And I get the feeling so far, it probably had a lot to do with the demise of whatever the other guy's name was, Philippe. So apparently they couldn't think of another French name than the most obvious one. I don't know if turning out lights is ever going to be a thing. Lambert. Okay, this is obviously one of the monster holes. Okay, you have to charge the flashlight every time you take it out, it seems. No, never mind. It holds a charge, but obviously it's just not going to last very long. Johnny de Paris. I was a D student in French, so I cannot remember any of that. Nope. Certainly not. You sound more German.
Thought I was the last one.
Nope, now you sound French.
Trapped down here. The rat fucking officers ran and blew the exit behind them.
Well, first of all, Val, I think I said before that I don't actually like Dark Souls 3 that much. There's a spell that starts with the word pestilent was changed in a patch. I'm sure it was pestilent mist. I don't know if that was before or after, because I don't remember it ever changing. Okay, then I don't remember what it used to be.
You need to blow it back open. There's dynamite in the arsenal.
The arsenal.
And a handle to trigger it somewhere in the excavation site. Get them, and you can make it out. Shit. That thing, it's coming for me. Here, take this. Finish me off.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give me the smoke.
I want to die at the hands of a brother soldier, not that monster.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were testing me on Dark Souls
There's ammo
knowledge.
in the pantry. Get it. Do the job, please.
In the pantry? Why are we keeping ammo in the pantry? Well, it seems like every box of bullets has exactly one bullet. No! He's gonna give him what he wanted. Sedge. Okay. Not gonna lie. They spoiled their opening. That was a terrible opening. By terrible, I mean very predictable. So, where am I going? I don't know how much sound is going to matter, if it's just going to be a thing where, like, if you know the monster's around, worry about making sound, or if the sound will attract monsters now and then. Well, I don't feel like waiting around. Let's roll. He's definitely followed me. Holy shit. Oh, this is the generator. Alright, so this is our hub. We still seem to be under siege. Keep on at all time. The fucker hates light. Alright, so obviously this monster's been around. We're not the first to encounter it. If the fucker hates light, I don't know if that means we can use our flashlight as some kind of deterrent, but I sincerely doubt it. I heard something about a lever. There's a lever. Alright. We got a bit of a Metro vibe going on with the stopwatch versus the fuel. And Metro's stopwatch versus the gas mask. I did not. What did it say? Are they just collectibles or do they matter? Oh, 1217. Okay, well, obviously we need to worry about 1217 as a combo. I expected the light to work up here as well. It only seems to go this far. T? Why T? Should be R for rotate. Okay, doesn't matter. Does the game pause when you're in the menu? Or is it Dark Souls style menu? Update to all medical and mortuary personnel. The rat problem is not getting better. Swarming every dead body. They're coming for the wounded. But no interest in flesh after it is burnt. Okay. Obvious hint is obvious. Fuel! Oh, would you look at that? I presume that's our way to stop the monstrosity, but this shit does not last long at all. The Baptiste. Well, there don't seem to be anything on the Doge tag. When processing dead soldiers, check the reverse side of their IDs for tags. Okay. This game's not giving you much opportunity to, like... I mean, the hint was its own thing, but they're very explicit. Okay, so this is What? Hey. Oi. Let's keep fuel in here. Apparently we only got 6 slots for anything. I do kind of wish there were hotkeys. Save progress by lighting lamp. Q. Alright. We do actually have light here. So, I assume this is our map. We're in Administration. Generator room. We have 2 ways out. And 1, 2, 3, 4 places to go. Not including the areas that are already kind of mapped up. Exit, I assume getting out of here is our goal. Eventually. Said to burn bodies, but I don't know about that. Also, that wheel should have a guard around it. Very unsafe. People can lose fingers. What? Nothing. So, the issue that I can imagine... Let's, there's no reason not... I mean, what... How big of a problem is it if the generator dies? I assume we lose power to the whole bunker. So keeping it powered at all times is preferred to have more safe haven from the monster. Wrong war, Carby. I do hate that I have to keep opening the menu to get the gun back out. They could have afforded 1 hotkey just for the gun. So where do we want to start? Left goes towards mission storage and prison. We can do mission storage first. It seems like the simplest thing. Never mind. 1, 2, 1, 7. Okay, so we have to dynamite our way out of here. So finding dynamite is going to be the goal. No, thank you. Maybe that saves fuel if you do that. I'm hesitant. But it does seem like turning lights off to be unseen. I don't understand because it says creature hates light. It seems too obvious. If the creature hates light, why would we turn the lights off? I also question how easily we could hide from things in the tunnels. I get the feeling like hiding from it in the tunnels is not meant to be the deal. Oh shit. Maybe that's why that was the obvious solution. Thought I might have heard it. Yeah, it's kind of my issue. At least with Amnesia, you could take your time. Or, like, classic Amnesias, but at the same time, they were too easy. Like, once you figured out there's really no penalty... That looks like gas. Once you realize there's really no penalty for death, kind of spoiled it. I don't know how many scripted versus organic events are going to be in this game. Lambert? Okay, they're showing, like, taking the grates off. Okay, so this is where we need to save the... or remember the things for. Don't remember who we found. We can go back and find it. I don't like that the lights are flickering. Well, there's a obvious hole for the monster. So who are you? Oh no, it's gone. Oh, okay. Right. That was all you had. So I don't actually have anybody's codes. I suspect this is unhealthy. Okay. Oh no, I'm bleeding from my feet because I inhaled gas. I meant to get around it. I don't feel like that lock on this shitty wooden door is gonna hold anything back. Okay, I think I need a gas mask for that. Is there a stopwatch hotkey? Oh, there are hotkeys! Lil. Got 5 minutes left on the generator. It's not much. Does seem to deplete fast. Is that a way for me? Seems like it, but I can't get up there. Oh, the gas passed. Shit bugger. Okay, now getting to the prison. There was a wheel in Lambert's locker. And yes, I'm gonna call him Lambert, because I'm not gonna keep trying to pronounce things in French accents. Hi. I think I should leave the admin room unlocked on both sides while I'm out. What? Oh, right, because he was called Auguste. Auguste. Should I do another fuel just to be safe? I feel like I ought to. I don't know how many fuels I get. Oh, well, there it went. I swear I had 5 minutes left. 12 minutes per can, it seems. I don't know if every can is equally filled. You know, I don't know if it comes out of these holes. These holes seem very small. Might just be for rats. I think this is where we started. This was the mess hole. I have a strange feeling I'm gonna have, like, bad impulses when playing this. As in, I'm gonna try and run when I really ought to be hiding. The sense that I need to make haste is not really giving me the usual vibes of an Amnesia game, where slow and methodical is usually what you do, and I understand that's the intent. Trying to specifically contrast with that. Not necessarily that you shouldn't be slow and careful, but that you can't always afford to be. Multiple lacerations, chest cavity torn to shreds. How terrible. I mean, that's a pretty shitty autopsy photo. Pretty grim otherwise. Kind of like crematorium. Honestly, the fact that we have so small of an inventory limit, I feel like this is going to be less what I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of more almost like you're prepping and setting out on an expedition every time you... Sorry, what's actually holding this chain together? Someone actually, like, managed to link the chains. That's impossible. Yeah, like, since we have such a limited inventory, it means every few items I collect, I'm just gonna go back. Well, because I don't want to leave things behind. I feel like I'm gonna go out, snatch a few things, and then head back immediately. Instead of feeling like I'm actually real deep into something. Well, that's not the point. Okay. Thought maybe I would be able to bust that open. Sorry, there's no way all the lights went out already. Bro. You're lying on this clock. So there's no way to keep the generator running like that. I don't remember which way to go now. That's mess. I hate how even in stealth, my footsteps seem very loud. I don't know if I should be keeping the generator running at this point, because it goes out so fast. So the prison doesn't seem to be... Could you keep it down? Prison and soldier quarters are not an option until I get the valve handle. I think we've done everything in the central bunker, as it were. So our choices are towards arsenal or maintenance. I'm gonna take a gamble. Do sort of exploratory, no generator to start with. I can't tell if I should leave that open or not. It's a hiding place. He makes noises when he doesn't have to. Yes. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh my. Well, the fact that the safe room has locks makes me think otherwise. Okay, the dramatically louder footsteps suddenly put the sneaky steps into perspective. I thought maybe the game would kind of give you a host of implied objectives and let you decide where to go, but we've already gotten 2 potential destinations and now a third, all kind of locked off. So now I think I specifically have to go towards maintenance. Just review the map. Honestly, this looks like it's going to be a lot smaller than I sort of expected. I guess our next destination is just a green wing, but first I will be right back. Alright. I guess we go towards strategic operations. I don't know if Joubert, Blanchet, and Delisle are names. Might be officers' names. Fournier and Reynard. Oh, Carby's just bored because I'm not moving fast enough. Obviously. Keep both doors unlocked in case I have to make a desperate fallback. Just... what? Do you mind? Keeping a mental map is always my struggle. Why? Because he has a revolver? Can I get under the bed? No. You tell me I can't get under the bed? Is that true monster or ambiance monster? I see. I assume you throw that to make noise. Right, no lights. Lost his mind to an abyss of fear, he repeats the same refrain. We must flee and seal the beast where it belongs. Arsenal. Alright, so the arsenal must be where the dynamite is. Meaning that's probably the last place we'll get to. Get to the communication room in the soldier quarters. Hide there. I'll broadcast the code to you. I don't think you will, sir. Right, I keep forgetting there's locks on like every door. There doesn't seem to be an upper limit on charging that. Communications. Where's communications? It's over there. Can't get there. So maintenance seems to be my only option. Gonna heat. Keep heading the direction I was. Just make a roundabout to all the officers' quarters. Stop breathing so much. Hey, gee. Ow, balls! There's a tripwire and a grenade. Well, that's not the kind of danger I was expecting. Why'd you do this to your own soldiers? Your own allies? Surely I can disarm this, right? No? Are you kidding? Listen, it had to be done. I was looking to disarm it, but it wouldn't, like, give me a prompt. I tried clicking on the grenade, it didn't do anything. Although, I don't know if you have to have your weapon holstered to be able to do that. It's not typical of this game to require your hands free, but then again, you never ever had anything in your right hand in previous Amnesias. Something up here? Shitballs. Didn't think he was still over there. Fascinating. So he does actually linger where he last heard noise. He went real quiet, so I thought he was gone. He sounds very fast. Is he just gonna camp this tunnel now? Damn it, I can't tell if he's gone or not. He goes completely silent at some point. I never check these drawers. Yes. Text, flavor text about the monster. It's kind of my, like, only real test. The monster is around. To give a good jerk on the flashlight. See if he makes himself known. Well, the issue now is obviously this room doesn't have a door anymore. Yeah, gimme. Oh. Requires further crafting to use. They're aught of worth. A book. Can I ask if hiding under a bed was a thing? I don't know if they're gonna do the whole gimmick where staring at the monster makes you guys freak out and become more noticeable. Pretty. From the sounds, it's almost like he's in vents, but I don't think they would have vents in this kind of bunker. You were lucky if he even had headroom. I was about to say something. I forgot. Don't do that. Well, because it doesn't sound like he's in normal walking tunnels. It sounds like he's in some kind of enclosed area. So unless he is going through those little mini tunnels I mentioned, which I thought were going to be rat tunnels, 'cause I know rats are a mechanic. Everything make less noise, please. Why is everything shuffling so much? It's giving me some Soma flashbacks. When I tried to move that thing and it went all jinkety jank. Jesus fucking Christ, what keeps falling in? Everything I move, something like falls to replace it. What? I can't get under the table? So they mentioned burning the bodies to avoid rats, but I don't know if that's gonna be a consistent mechanic. Or just like when you encounter rats. Sweet. Most good. J. Delisle, 8895. Alright, we got something. Progress were made. Now putting into writing what I've reported to both my immediate superiors last evening, May 14th, I was assigned to aid the engineers in mapping the Roman tunnels. As I enter the deepest area of the tunnels, I notice a strange glowing liquid from the walls. Soldat Leroux. So I guess soldat is a French word. Genuinely would have thought it was explicitly German. As I said, I was a D student in French. I got medical dust. No, it's just bandage? I didn't know bandages came in cans. Danish, French, German, Norwegian, Romanian, Swedish. Well, that is a lot of soldat. I don't know the root of Danish. I'm pretty sure that German and Swedish have a common ancestor as a language. No idea if that was scripted or not. Wasn't happy about it, but he is definitely in the ceilings. But yeah, it's... I wouldn't think that all those languages would have the same word for that. Considering they're all old enough to have had a word like that before there was ever any blending of those languages. This cheating bitch. Stop doing that. I do hope that, apart from like some scripted appearances, I hope there's not like scripted AI like chasing bits. Like, oh, you got this item and are obviously going back to the admin, ergo this monster's gonna chase you now. Because that'll kind of ruin it. These things really are way more terrifying the less predictable scripted encounters that they give you with it. Progress was made. Feeling pretty good. So, I can't do anything with that for now. I'll take one bottle at a time. I'm not sure I even want to waste space with the pocket watch if I'm not using the generator that much. I'm not sure when I will use a generator at this rate, because it really does not last long enough to make any meaningful progress before you lose it. It may be the kind of thing that you use to save time when you're like really branching out. If he doesn't appear when it's off, which is kind of the vibe I'm getting so far, but I haven't spent enough time out there with it on to know what his behavior is like when the bunker is lit. Because obviously there'll be dark places anyway. You know, I never checked these drawers either. Sweet. I shall keep only one bandage for now. So I got a whole, like, backpack that apparently only gave me one extra pocket. Interesting. Why this? Alright. So we do have one code for Delisle, 8895. try that first. Did I? I mean, that's fair to know because it's not a place I'm going to keep looking for loot, obviously. Oh, right here. Do not light any fires near the fuel. Do not fire any weapons near the fuel. Don't even smoke cigarettes near it. Store only in sturdy metal canisters. If it spills, wipe the area clean, then dispose of rags outside the bunker. Is that gonna become a mechanic? Because why would I... Oh, the bottles. I guess if I find, like, barrels of fuel that I can't take with me, I can fill bottles with it. What happens to the empty jerry cans, then? It's kind of odd that those disappear. I guess they decided that would be too easy. Touch it. I'm not really sure if there's areas that are just going to be considered safe, more or less. We don't really have to worry about monsters showing up. I obviously want this out of the way, because behind them sandbags seems like an obvious hiding spot. Crap here. Why is that one light still on? Barden, Fortin. Butcher. Lambert. Stafford. Delisle. Okay, Delisle had the crank. Wasn't sure if you could just numpad it. Obviously you can't. This seems like the obvious time for one of them scripted events. What I concerned about. Why does he gasp randomly? There's no need. Okay. Yeah, but you would think it would be a more general wheeze than sudden gasps. Unless it's meant to imply that, like, when he's anxious, he's holding his breath unintentionally. I know there's another grenade in there. I feel like that's meant to maybe create some temporary barriers. Like, keep it away from you. These are parts that... Oh, I just got an achievement. Survived first encounter of the beast. Alright, so that was scripted. And the achievement kind of spoiled the fact that it left. Never mind. Maybe? Or did it just detect that it got a certain distance away and considered that a success? A little unclear. Go try and get it in there and get around it. The issue is that with these bits where it's in the tunnels, I don't have a way around it. So if it decides to be like a little bitch and just sit at an intersection, then I have to try and lure it away somehow. What's all this? Is there a way for me to get in there? It's not as much of a hiding place as I thought. I think it's just patrolling this hallway now. There's too many noises, I can't tell its direction. Just need to get in here. Okay. It's already locked. So is this something I need to, like, hang on to, then? Probably. How do I still have that? So I suppose with that, I could get to the soldier quarters. Well, it is a French bunker, so no surprise there's a wine cellar. I didn't get into strategic ops, or either of these two rooms here. So I could just make a mission to just keep exploring. If I were to perhaps fuel up now, I might be able to explore those pretty freely. I'm gonna take a gamble on it. Oh, there's a gauge. Let's just see how liberated I am. The generator's on. Probably not much. In fact, there's like no lights down here, so I don't know how intimidated it is by the lights in the rooms. Oh God. Please. Engineers have broken through our storage areas into the Roman tunnels, so we're on Roman territory here. So this is a Roman monster. Oh boy, hiding place. After raid of last evening, we have in custody 20 German soldiers from the 4th Reserve Corps. They got themselves a regular VIP. Yoink! Why have most of these cabins got nothing in them? Don't slam. Why are you just taking a photo of a severed hand? It's very strange. Is there a doll? I've retaken control, ordered the men to form up in squads, or the hunt the beast down. What was any of that language? To hunt the beast down and kill it. They tell me it's not possible, that the bullets don't kill it. It'll buy a little time, and it comes back angrier. Ordered increased security for the arsenal, lock and code, and I will root out those responsible for this horrendous acts. Ooh, what horrendous act was performed? You know what? A thought has dawned on me. All these damn tunnels with pushable objects. Surely that's what these are meant for. Stop the beast from coming in. Although turning this thing doesn't seem to be an option. Why is my phone making noises like it's dying when it's on the charger? It's weird how the game decides what objects you can and cannot duck under. I don't know if hiding under tables and stuff actually makes any sense. Back to the tunnel. There should be one more room here. It's locked. Is there another way in? Okay. Generator makes a lot of noise when it goes off. I don't have any actual hiding places here. I don't know how much value there is in locking the wooden doors, because I would have to imagine this thing can break them down. There's one major issue. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Fucking hell, I think it actually just tried to get through that tunnel that I blocked. Trying to get a measure of how this thing moves. If it just patrols the immediate area or actually like goes away at some point. Sounds like it's one of those. I don't think it's supposed to. It's not a classic Amnesia enemy. It doesn't just disappear just because you stayed out of sight for long enough. This is the only, like, persistent threat in the game. So they're making something out of it. It's gone awful quiet, but doesn't necessarily mean anything. Seems like it has ways in and out of the ceiling, perhaps? Trying to tell where its access points are, but it's obviously very hard because it's very, very dark. Now I've kind of lost my bearings. That looks like it'll make noise if I step on it. I don't think there's multiple layers. I just think that he has tunnels above the ceiling. Just gonna retreat. best. Avoid walking unwooed. Is this my room? It is. For some reason I thought I was way further away. One thing I do sadly have to admit is that I accidentally saw a screenshot showing the monster, so I do have some vague knowledge of what it looks like. I just know it's pretty generic monster-like. Yeah, obviously, like, the setup is strong in the way that it's got 4 directions. It might be more interesting if they spiderwebbed everything a bit more, but having it work like this means that the further out you go, the more anxiety you obviously get. Well, you're kind of building up the experience of knowing how to survive. Okay, so we've got nothing else in that direction other than the wine cellar and then onward to maintenance. See, the issue with this kind of horror game is this is the kind of thing I would do like an hour at a clip and then take a break for my nerves. So far, I'm not, like, super terrified or anything. But I still really like to pace myself with these games, and I kind of realize that streaming it is a different experience. So, I mean, we can make an effort towards the soldier quarters. Since I got the wheel. Just a bit of feared of how much noise this crank will make. Really? So is that all emergency lockdowns? Or just a one? Really? Okay, I thought I would have to, like, hang on to the wheel and access each area with it. Okay, well, here's our first real effort. This way. I'm just gonna stick to the objective we know we have. I get the impression that the transitional areas are probably safe. Oh dear. Oh my. Yeah, the fact that there's a loading screen. Like, that gives me the impression that you can run away through there and lose it. Oh, there's another map. Attention. The power in this part of the facility is daisy chained. Shut off power in one section. Subsequent areas will go off as well. It's a terrible setup. It's the worst way to wire lights. Sounds like it's here. Obviously it'll be in whatever area you're in, since they're loaded separately. I hear it all the time. It's how we wire most of our communication trunk with our control devices on my job. Just because of the way that a certain particular network protocol works in serial communication. Oh boy, no locks on these. Goff. People get customized name tags on their bunks. I guess that makes sense. The hell is that? Are those rats just with glowing eyes? Can't hide under these beds. You're kidding me. What are those? What are these blue squares next to my gun? Oh. When I said drop, that I didn't mean like literally hold it over your head and let go. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ! Do these things harm? Are they hostile? Well, it's pursuing me. No! Leave me alone! You shit! Come on, go back in. What was this key? Communication. Can you stop? Nobody asked you. Oh my god, you fucks. I can't see. Where am I? I hope this is the way out, because I'm leaving. Why is it up here? Fuck me! Get out of the way! Close it! Close it! You fuck! Close it! You fucking bitch. This fucking collision was too wide for me to close the door. It actually, like, chased me up the stairs, I think. Damn. I'm not actually eager to get back out there. I need more inventory space. This is like really, really restrictive. But the fact that it like popped up behind me makes me really annoyed. Just because I can't tell if that was like meant to happen or it's like an AI thing where it follows you if you leave the level or what. Felt a bit unfair. I'm unclear how to deal with the rats as well. Maybe I just check out the wine cellar and we'll say that's the last thing I do today. So I'm already, like, too anxious. I don't want to waste the fuel to do that. I assume that's possible with this and a cloth. But I don't know, man. What's our approach to this? Just that way? I know, but I guess the fact that it's one of those things where it makes it, game makes it seem valuable, so I'm afraid to use it. But also, obviously that would make noise, and I don't want to make noise. Oh fuck, I have to go the other way anyway. Might as well get the shortcut. It does indeed show that the monster can chase you into the safe room, though. There's no way to, like, disarm a trap, which is kind of annoying. Do you mind? There's nothing I can do to disarm that. But hang on, I have to go that way. I mean, I have to like set it off. One would think so. Especially since it uses a grenade that I could, like, theoretically use. I don't know. Maybe you need both hands free? I'm getting no clickables. I mean, just cutting the rope would do the trick. Because the whole point of that is that tripping over it pulls the pin out. I don't want to jump over it, that makes noise. But also, if I have to retreat, I'm not, like, gonna see it. Although that might actually be a good thing. This is a gas grenade. Keep hearing its noises. What's it doing? It's like not going anywhere. You mind? Not leaving this fucking hallway. Well, considering how easily I got killed, I don't think so, because it's a one-hit kill when it catches up to you, it seems. Travers 0253. These guys have been munched. I got one inventory space left. shitting me. Got nowhere to hide. Honestly, once you know what you're doing, I don't think the flashlight helps much. I can't imagine shining it in the monster's face, like, stuns it or distracts it much. Even though they say it hates the light. Indeed. I doubt the flashlight does anything, but I'm sure the flare does. We're just squatting for now, though. Must need a wrench. Get them bolts off. I feel like that specifically is the screech of it going into the ceiling. Okay, wrench or bolt cutters, I guess. There's my hiding space. Nope, maybe not. I don't understand how it decides whether or not a certain place is hiding or not. Like you can hide under it. Guess we'll just do that. I can take that with me. This is giving me solid RE2 vibes. The whole stalker mechanic. Reminds me of how long I would just squat in the you know, I don't think that I can do much with a Molotov without a lighter, though. I got no way to ignite it. Do I need to ignite it? It says burns on impact. In the safe rooms. Because I would just hear, like, Mr. X stomping around all over the place. I'd be too afraid to ever step out. I suppose I can save, test. Does quitting... Okay. So it is an actual proper save game mechanic for a change. Requires a lighter. Okay, it does say. I never got far in Penumbra. Not gonna lie. It was when I was an even bigger coward, and mostly the dogs scared me too much, although I did learn how to cheese them. See, now I'm a little bit too anxious to keep going. I feel like I gotta psych myself up for next time. Gas grenade will probably work on rats, but I don't know how noisy is a gas grenade. We'll test that. Not noisy at all. I just feel like it did feel a bit, I don't want to say like amateur, but like the atmosphere was definitely creepy, but everything about it felt very clunky. Like especially the monster animations, a lot of the weird interactions. So what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I don't think there's any reason to go anywhere but the soldier quarters. I just don't like... We're gonna have to go there very lightly burdened. Which means giving up a lot of this shit. Oh, would you give it a rest? I don't even understand the bandages, because that thing killed me in one hit, so what good are bandages gonna do? Alright. I know it's been a short stream, but... I gotta come at this with, like, fresh nerves. This is not this... So far, not the scariest experience I've ever had. But... I wasn't actually anticipating starting this today until I realized there's no more little nightmares to do. So, I will try and psych myself up and get through this next weekend. Good point. Look at my wiggle legs. It is surprising. I think this is the first Amnesia game, first fictional game of any kind, actually gave you a whole ass character model. Because literally every other one was just your hands. And in fact, in Dark Descent, it was literally just one hand was the extent of your entire character model. But yeah, next weekend we'll give this a proper shot. Hope for the best. Ideally, I'll get through it in the weekend, but if not, then the evening of October 31st, Halloween itself, will be the contingency plan to get this done. Till then, have yourselves a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.